beats.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your man, Junior, aka Smoking Guns, out here in Tucson, Arizona, representing the Ultimate Fight Club, giving you the latest content in boxing and MMA news that is out. So, today's video, this is going to be my final thoughts on tomorrow night's fight, UFC 287, with the main event, ALEX Pereira versus ISRAEL Adesanya. And dude, this is going to be a sick-ass fight. Definitely a very entertaining fight, and it's going to show us what is ISRAEL Adesanya going to look like coming off of that TKO loss, losing his title. And does he have what it takes to be able to get that revenge on a dude like ALEX Pereira, who is definitely a threat to ISRAEL Adesanya stylistic-wise? But before we get started, make sure to hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have anything to say, hit me up in the comment section. But going into this fight, ALEX Pereira definitely seems like he's just a stylistic nightmare for a dude like ISRAEL Adesanya, especially with him being 3-0 against Adesanya in combat sports. And no matter how you want to look at those wins that he has against Adesanya, the main factor is he did win, period, and 2 of those wins are by knockout and TKO. And in the first UFC fight, I definitely picked ISRAEL Adesanya to win that fight. Personally, I think he has the better ring IQ in that damn cage. Definitely seems like the smarter fighter in the damn cage. And even in that first fight, he was literally winning the fight very handily until that last round when ALEX Pereira ended up picking up the pace and was able to get the stoppage on a dude like ISRAEL Adesanya. Now, going into this fight, the one thing that I can say about ISRAEL Adesanya, like I said, I definitely see him as the smarter fighter, but he definitely needs to make a few adjustments going into this fight. One of the main adjustments that he really needs to make going up against ALEX Pereira is checking the kicks of ALEX Pereira, because in that first fight, he wasn't checking any of the kicks, and it literally looked like he got his legs eaten up from under him. And then going into the later rounds, it looked like he started to fade, and that's when Pereira was able to put the pressure on Adesanya, and Adesanya wasn't able to create the distance, and he ended up wilting under that pressure. And another adjustment that I'm thinking that Adesanya is definitely going to be making in this fight is to be able to mix it up a lot more in this fight with Pereira. Because in that first fight, you could see that Adesanya was trying to get takedowns in particular times, but his offensive wrestling just isn't that good. And the mainstay with his wrestling is his defensive wrestling is actually very good in that damn middleweight division. Just for the simple fact is he's never had to worry about taking down any of his opponents, and it's mainly Adesanya having to worry about getting taken down by his opponents, and that's why his defensive wrestling is as good as it is. But going into a fight with Pereira, he didn't have to worry about getting taken down, but with the pressure that Pereira was putting on Adesanya, being in those clinch positions, Adesanya definitely should have been able to take advantage of those positions to be able to get the takedown and to be able to stop the pressure of Pereira and to be able to dictate the pace on his own terms. And that's one key factor that I definitely think ISRAEL Adesanya is going to be making in this fight, is to be mixing it up a lot more in this fight. But with ALEX Pereira, one of the main things that I'm looking for him to do is to literally did like he did in that first fight. Establish methodical pressure, being a little bit more defensively sound, working off the jab, utilizing those leg kicks to be able to break down the movement of Adesanya and to be able to cut off the cage on Adesanya, to be able to lay one of his traps and to be able to get another stoppage on ISRAEL Adesanya. And going into this fight, who do I have winning? Personally, I'm very torn on this, because just for the simple fact is, the one thing that that first fight showed me is that ISRAEL Adesanya can stop ALEX Pereira, because in that first fight, in that first round, if it wasn't for the end of the bell, ISRAEL Adesanya definitely would have stopped ALEX Pereira in that damn first fight. But the thing that ALEX Pereira did show me in that first fight is he has some crazy conditioning, because the way he was able to recover from that first round, and the pressure that he was able to establish in those championship rounds is something that I think is going to be very detrimental to Israel Adesanya if his conditioning isn't on par with being able to mix it up with Alex Pereira going into this fight. But personally, as much as I think Israel Adesanya can win this fight, I'm actually leaning towards Alex Pereira in this damn rematch, just for the simple fact is Alex Pereira just seems like he has Israel Adesanya's number. And sometimes it's just like that with the fighter. No matter how good you are, there's always going to be another fighter out there that has your number. And with the attributes that Israel Adesanya usually has against his other opponents, being the taller guy, being the more rangier guy, and being able to utilize those attributes to be able to keep your opponents at bay, this is one opponent that he's not able to do it with. And even though I'm not counting out Israel Adesanya because he can definitely win this damn fight, I am definitely leaning towards Alex Pereira to end up winning by another stoppage in this damn fight. But only time is going to tell when this fight goes down. But when it does go down, I'm definitely going to be checking it out to see how is Israel Adesanya going to look coming off of that TKO loss, and does he have what it takes to be able to defeat one of his arch rivals in the combat sports, you dig? But with that being stated, I hope you guys like the video. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you guys have any kind of comments, any kind of questions, hit me up in the comment section and I'll be sure to hit you guys up, all right? So I hope you like the video. Holla at your man.